The recent wildfires in California have been exacerbated by the close approach of Mars. Experts believe that the gravitational pull from Mars could intensify weather patterns, contributing to California's wildfires. This phenomenon of celestial movement beautifully aligns with the hexagram of Zhehuoji, known as the 49th hexagram in the 64 hexagrams of the Yi-Jing, a profound text that graced China thousands of years ago. Imagine, the ancients were already making sense of the night sky while we were still trying to figure out which end of the stick was up. Truly humbling, isn't it? Welcome to our channel. Today, we embark on a captivating journey where ancient wisdom meets modern investment strategies. We'll be guided by the profound teachings of the Yi-Jing and the strategic insights from the art of war. Aren't we quite fortunate? Our discussion today covers a fascinating range of topics, from the alignment of planets, including Mars and its potential influence on California's wildfire frequency, to an analysis of the Federal Reserve's measures and future trends in major commodities, including Bitcoin. And don't fret, we'll reveal the lowest price offer at the end of the video. The wildfires rage in Southern California, leaving devastation in their wake, while economic storms brew with market volatility. These events remind us that destruction often clears the way for renewal. But how do we respond? Like a chef faced with a burning pan, we either extinguish the flames or risk letting the kitchen and dinner go up in smoke. It is with great sorrow that we witness the devastating wildfires destroying so many homes, schools, businesses, and lives in Southern California. The cost to rebuild will be enormous for both insurance companies and individuals who could not afford or even get fire insurance on their homes prior to this outbreak. On January 12, 2025, Mars will be closest to Earth for its 2-year period. What drives the eternal dance of transformation? Like water meeting fire, change is inevitable. The Yi-Jing teaches us that even the most stable structures must eventually transform. Just as the market rises and falls, so too do empires and ideas. In 2025, as Mars draws near and the planets dance in retrograde, wisdom shall emerge from chaos. The markets shall mirror the celestial turbulence, yet those who heed the ancient teachings shall find their way through the storm. How do we navigate these turbulent waters? As Sun Tzu wrote, in the midst of chaos there is also opportunity. The wise trader, like the skilled general, knows when to advance and when to retreat. Timeless wisdom whispers to us through the ages. The teachings of ancient philosophers and scholars still hold relevance today, guiding us through the complexities of the modern world. We find it in the Book of Changes, also known as the Yi-Jing, with its ancient system of divination and profound insights into the cyclical nature of change. This ancient text offers a unique perspective on the ebb and flow of life, encouraging us to embrace change rather than fear it. We find it in Sun Tzu's The Art of War, where military strategy translates surprisingly well to the battlefields of business and investment. The principles of strategy, planning, and understanding one's opponent are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. These ancient texts offer more than just quaint proverbs. They provide a framework for understanding not only the mechanics of the market, but also the deeper currents of human behavior that drive it. They remind us that the challenges we face today are not new, but part of a long continuum of human experience. They provide a framework for understanding not only the mechanics of the market, but also the deeper currents of human behavior that drive it. The insights from these texts can help us navigate the complexities of the financial world with greater wisdom and clarity. They remind us that greed and fear are not modern inventions. These emotions have always been a part of the human experience, influencing decisions and shaping the course of history. They are timeless human impulses that have always shaped the ebb and flow of wealth and power. By understanding these impulses, we can better anticipate market movements and make more informed decisions. The Yi-Jing, with its hexagrams and interpretations, encourages us to view change not as a disruption, but as an inherent part of the natural order. It teaches us to see the patterns in the chaos, to find balance in the midst of turmoil. Just as day follows night, periods of growth are followed by periods of consolidation and times of prosperity by times of leanness. This cyclical view can help us remain grounded even when the market seems unpredictable. This cyclical view can be incredibly grounding, especially amidst the often irrational exuberance and despair that characterize modern markets. It reminds us that every peak is followed by a trough, and every downturn is followed by a recovery. The Art of War, while ostensibly a military treatise, offers timeless wisdom on strategy, planning, and understanding one's opponent. Its lessons on patience, timing, and adaptability are invaluable in the world of finance. These principles are readily applicable to the world of investing. By studying our opponents, understanding their strategies, and anticipating their moves, we can gain a competitive edge. Knowing when to hold back, when to strike, and how to anticipate your opponent's next move are as relevant on Wall Street as they were on the battlefields of ancient China. The wisdom of the past continues to guide us, helping us navigate the complexities of the modern financial landscape. Bitcoin fell to 91,262, a retest of its December 30th multi-week low. We now know where support is, but can it get back above 100,000 before breaking that new level of support? Under the retrograde chaos discussed, there will likely be more uncertainty and fake-outs than usual for a few more weeks yet. Just when you think it is safe to take a position, the conditions and the chart patterns change. Knowledge is a wonderful attribute to possess as a trader. Patience and/or the ability to act quickly may be more valuable in a retrograde climate. The norm is not the norm in a retrograde storm. Crude oil also exploded, soaring to an intraday high of 77.86, a new 3-month high. This is also not surprising, now that Saturn turned direction on November 15th in the middle of Pisces. Pisces rules crude oil, and Saturn in the middle of Pisces can indicate the reversal of low prices around that time. Everyone thinks oil prices will come down when Donald Trump takes office and initiates his "Drill Baby Drill" campaign promise. The idea is that increasing the supply of oil will bring down prices and hence also bring down inflation. However, cycle studies indicate that it may not work out quite that way for a while. Job growth was much stronger than expected in December, likely providing the Federal Reserve less incentive to cut interest rates this year. Non-farm payrolls surged by 256,000 for the month, up from 212,000 in November, and above the 155,000 forecast from the Dow Jones Consensus. The unemployment rate edged down to 4.1%, 1/10 of a point below expectations. Stocks plunged after the report while Treasury yields soared as traders price in a lower probability of Fed rate cuts this year. It was another case of good news on the economy being bad news for the stock market. Reports of a stronger economy mean central banks will find it difficult to justify their plans to lower interest rates, and the stock market doesn't like the idea of rising interest rates. Hence, due to the excellent jobs report data, US stock markets fell hard to their lowest point in 2 months. The inflationary implications of the jobs report, however, were very good for gold, silver, crude oil, and other commodities. Gold soared to 27.35, which is well above the 26.08 level of December 30th, and an intermarket bullish divergence signal to silver, which had fallen to a 3-month low then. We like it when gold leads silver from a major or primary cycle low. Crude oil also exploded last week, soaring to an intraday high of 77.86, a new 3-month high. This is also not surprising now that Saturn turned direction on November 15th in the middle of Pisces. Pisces rules crude oil, and Saturn in the middle of Pisces can indicate the reversal of low prices around that time. Everyone thinks oil prices will come down when Donald Trump takes office and initiates his "Drill Baby Drill" campaign promise. The idea is that increasing the supply of oil will bring down prices and hence also bring down inflation. However, cycle studies indicate that it may not work out quite that way for a while. Why are we so good at accumulating more information and power, but far less successful at acquiring wisdom? We live in an age of unprecedented access to information. Never before in human history has so much data been available at our fingertips, accessible within seconds. Data flows like water, and knowledge, once a precious commodity, is now readily available to anyone with an internet connection. The digital age has democratized information, breaking down barriers that once kept knowledge confined to the privileged few. However, this abundance of information has not necessarily translated into greater wisdom. The sheer volume of data can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling more confused than enlightened. In fact, it has arguably made the pursuit of wisdom even more challenging. The more information we have, the harder it becomes to filter out the noise and focus on what truly matters. We are bombarded with so much data, so many opinions and conflicting analyses, that it can be difficult to sift through the noise and discern what is truly important. The constant influx of information can lead to decision fatigue and cognitive overload. We risk becoming paralyzed by analysis, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information available to us. This paralysis can prevent us from taking meaningful action or making informed decisions. We mistake knowledge for wisdom, accumulating data points like trophies without necessarily understanding their deeper significance or how to apply them in meaningful ways. The true value of information lies not in its quantity, but in its quality and relevance. True wisdom, unlike mere knowledge, is not passive. It requires active engagement and thoughtful reflection. It is not something we acquire solely through reading books or browsing the internet. Wisdom demands more than just the accumulation of facts. It requires a deeper understanding and the ability to apply knowledge in practical, meaningful ways. It is an active process of discernment, reflection, and application. We must critically evaluate the information we encounter and consider its implications. It requires us to engage with the world around us, to learn from our experiences, and to cultivate a deep understanding of our own motivations and biases. Wisdom is about connecting the dots and seeing the bigger picture. The ancient texts remind us that wisdom is not about having all the answers, but about asking the right questions. It is about seeking understanding and being open to new insights. It is about recognizing the limits of our own knowledge and being open to new perspectives. True wisdom involves humility and the willingness to learn from others. It is about cultivating a mindset of humility and continuous learning. In a world overflowing with information, the pursuit of wisdom is more important than ever. It is the key to navigating the complexities of our modern age and making informed, thoughtful decisions. The California wildfires have become an annual tragedy, a grim spectacle of nature's raw power. Homes reduced to ash, lives upended. Each year, the flames rage with an intensity that leaves communities devastated and landscapes forever altered. The sheer scale of destruction is a sobering reminder of our vulnerability. The landscape scarred with the indelible marks of destruction. Once lush forests and vibrant ecosystems are transformed into barren wastelands. The charred remains of trees stand as silent witnesses to the ferocity of the fires, a testament to the relentless force of nature. These events serve as a stark reminder of the transient nature of material wealth and the fragility of human endeavors in the face of forces beyond our control. The homes and possessions we cherish can be reduced to rubble in a matter of moments, leaving us to grapple with the impermanence of our achievements. No matter how sophisticated our investment strategies, no matter how robust our portfolios, certain events expose the inherent vulnerability of our material possessions. Financial crises can wipe out years of savings, and economic downturns can leave us struggling to make ends meet. The illusion of security is shattered, revealing the precariousness of our financial stability. Natural disasters, economic collapses, political upheavals, these are stark reminders that our carefully constructed realities can be upended in an instant. The world we know can change overnight, leaving us to navigate the aftermath of chaos and uncertainty. These events force us to confront the limits of our control and the unpredictability of life. The ground beneath our feet is not as solid as we might like to believe. Earthquakes and landslides remind us that even the most stable foundations can be shaken. The very earth we stand on can shift and crumble, challenging our sense of security and stability. The Yi-Jing, with its emphasis on the cyclical nature of all things, encourages us to accept both the good times and the bad, the periods of growth and the inevitable periods of decline. This ancient wisdom teaches us to embrace the ebb and flow of life, recognizing that change is the only constant. This is not a fatalistic view, but rather a realistic one. By understanding the impermanence of all things, we can approach life with a sense of balance and perspective. We learn to appreciate the present moment, knowing that it is fleeting, and to prepare ourselves for the challenges that lie ahead. By acknowledging the impermanence of all things, we can approach our endeavors with greater wisdom and detachment. We can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience, allowing us to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and equanimity. We can learn to ride the waves of change rather than being tossed about by them. Like a surfer mastering the ocean swells, we can develop the skills to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. By embracing change, we become more resilient and better equipped to handle whatever comes our way. The California wildfires, while devastating, also offer a glimmer of hope. Amidst the ashes, new life begins to emerge. Green shoots push through the scorched earth, symbolizing renewal and the promise of rebirth. Nature's resilience inspires us to find strength in the face of destruction. They remind us of the incredible resilience of the human spirit and the power of community in the face of adversity. In times of crisis, people come together to support one another, demonstrating the strength of collective action and the importance of solidarity. We see it in the firefighters risking their lives to combat the flames. Their bravery and dedication are a testament to the human capacity for courage and selflessness. They stand as heroes, embodying the spirit of service and sacrifice. We see it in the communities coming together to support those who have lost everything. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering aid. These acts of kindness and compassion highlight the best of humanity. In the face of loss, we find hope in the bonds that unite us. These acts of courage, compassion, and solidarity remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit endures. It is through our connections with one another that we find the strength to rebuild and the hope to move forward. The resilience of the human spirit shines brightest when we come together to face adversity. Picture, if you will, two ladies living under the same roof, rather like a period drama, but with considerably more metaphysical significance. The text states, with characteristic Chinese subtlety, that these two women's intentions, shall we say, don't quite align, rather like my wife and mother-in-law during Lunar New Year dinner, if I may inject a personal note. Predicting the future is the first step toward reshaping it. Every effort we make today to change our reality will inevitably become part of tomorrow's history. On this channel, we not only draw upon the timeless wisdom of Yi-Jing to guide your investment strategies, but also explore its eternal principles to provide transformative insights for your financial decisions. We delve into the profound art of Yi-Jing spiritual healing, combining the harmony of heaven and humanity with actionable psychological principles to master life and investment strategies. At Yi-Jing AI and Anne, we've crafted 3 membership tiers tailored to your needs, each unlocking unique opportunities for self-growth and financial mastery. For just $3.99 per month, gain early access to new videos, exclusive loyalty badges. Collect all 8 loyalty badges to unlock a free one-time analytical report worth $799.99. Provide a data file, up to 30 MB, with a single target value and 330 influencing variables, and our proprietary yin and yang binary algorithm will perform at least 10 iterations to uncover critical personal or financial questions. Receive a one-page A4 report with solutions tailored to your unique challenges. Only members who complete this loyalty journey will receive a personalized model, offering unparalleled insights and the ability to adapt and evolve ahead of the curve. Every minute you delay is an opportunity lost. For just $3.99 per month, you could transform your understanding of the world and your position within it. Join us today and be part of a journey that blends ancient wisdom with cutting-edge technology to empower your future. Hurry! This is your chance to secure your future with the ultimate analytical experience. Membership slots are limited, and only the most committed individuals will reap the rewards of this unparalleled opportunity. Act now to ensure you're among them, as the Yi-Jing teaches. Guide according to the circumstances. Let us guide you towards success.